So I'm going to go ahead and apologize now for what's probably going to be atrocious lighting conditions and probably visual or viewing angles, I should say. So this here is a Mighty Mac chipper shredder, and it is big. Let me see if I can get it. There's my truck in the background. I was going to work up on the trailer, but right now the sun is behind me, and I kind of like that. So this morning, I forgot to grab the air filter. So this air filter, oh, that is not the right air filter. I don't think. No, that is the wrong air filter. I don't know how I'm going to get one. This thing is soaked in oil and gas and is not in good shape. I'm actually kind of afraid of sucking some of that down into the engine. But I want to try something here. Let's try shooting some okay, so we know the machine has spark. And I have a feeling that this really isn't going to take a whole heck of a lot to get going and going well. This spark plug wire, the tip's a little loose. This engine is from 1983. So it's actually a year older than me. And, wait, does this have a choke? Man, this thing takes a lot to pull. So I have never worked on this style of friction Stratton engine before. But just because I've never done it isn't going to stop me. You know what I mean? Let me grab a rain pan. Sorry about that. Sorry you had to see my back. And my awesome shirt from Faster Proms. So I think we're going to start with removing the gas tank. And there appears to be a fuel shutoff down here, and it's shut off. That's a good sign. I'm going to move you a little bit. This fuel line's actually coming off really easy. That's another good sign. Looks like, grab another tool, I'll be right back. Because I'm working in the field today, I'm going to use one of these awesome multi-bit screwdrivers. Let's see here. There's two flathead bolts that hold these straps tight. Oh wait, no, I don't even need to do that. I'm hoping I can get these things out of here. I'm assuming these are going to be all Imperial, yeah. So the generator you're hearing right now is the one at my normal shop. Right now that's bringing down the air. I've got an air conditioner in there, and I'm trying to just wait and get the air conditioner up and running before I go in there. It's already hot as you know what in there. Man, this one, I'm even using hand tools. And that's probably, so maybe I should just take the straps off. there's a nut on the back. No, you have to take that out. Okay. Like I said, I've never worked on this before. Somebody else clearly has, because they bent the piece for the fuel tank shutoff. I'm going to grab my stool rather than bending down like this. These are not very long bolts. Alright, so that should just lift right off. There's definitely something in it. Right now we'll put these back in here. Look at this carburetor. It's kind of terrifying looking. And we'll go on this side of it. I'll get you on this side. So the sun is starting to come on this side, which sucks. And so it looks like what I need to do is I want to clean the carburetor. Pop this off. We'll so there's a okay, there's an adjuster down there of some sort. Turns out this thing actually had no gas in it. So I'm actually wondering if I can get away with just not doing the carburetor. I've already got this broken loose. Oh shit. Already got that broken loose. Oh man, this is gonna be tight. I gotta get a 7/16 or something. Or a 11mm. That'll work for now. I don't know what this is. It's some sort of drain, I guess, for the intake. Oh. Okay. That's plastic, which is weird in one of this vintage. I don't know if this screwdriver. Okay, so I can hit this and it should drop that whole carburetor down. So keep in mind, I don't really know entirely what I'm doing on this particular machine. I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go along. It says it's a magnetron. At first I thought it might be points. Is an electronic ignition. So that has to come out. Okay. this rod right here, which I just bent. Crap. I hope I can straighten that back out. And then we'll go over here into the shade and clean this carburetor. I'll be right back. Alright, so there's, what was this, 3 bolts I saw? Yeah. 3 bolts that are flathead, but you can also use a 5/16 on it. And then so like I said, I've never seen the inside of one of these, so we're both going to be just as surprised as I, or you're going to be just as surprised as I. I'm hoping I don't have to take another run up to Belmar. This is all plastic, surprisingly, which isn't a bad thing per se. I just wanted to, like, just the fact that it's plastic does not mean it's bad. It just means it's plastic. Oh man. So what am I missing? Is that holding this whole thing in? That's a 7/16 wrench on this. Maybe. I need to go get a smaller flathead. I'll be right back. Alright, so the other thing I thought would be a good idea to bring over here, paper towels. So I need to pull this jet out too, because there's a jet in here, which will also need to be cleaned. And I felt that whole thing shift when I pulled this out. So maybe that's what was holding it in. If not, I have no clue. I can't see this. I would say I can't see this holding that in, but man, that took a long time to pull out. Yep, that was what was holding it in. Oh man, I really hope this gasket doesn't leak, because that is not going to be good if it does. I need to. I'm not even going to bother cleaning the. I know this might sound crazy, but I'm not even going to bother cleaning the needle and seat, because I just tried blowing through it and it blows through perfectly clear, and I just dropped a very critical thing into the dirt below me. I can see through this jet. The whole inside of this carburetor is actually quite clean. I'm really impressed with that. I'm just going to spray the rest of it with carb cleaner and get this thing pretty clean. Of course, the wind picked up in that direction. Why wouldn't it? But yeah, so the main reason I'm doing this right now, and some of you may like what I'm about to say, some of you may not, some of you may understand. We just had a tropical storm come through, and people are going to need a chipper shredder. So I have a chipper shredder. I think you know where this is going. I need to make sure that port's clear. Everything looks so incredibly clean inside of this thing. It's like kind of surprising. That's all clean. Wish I had a straw with me so I could make sure that's clean, but we're just gonna, based on how clean everything is, we're just gonna go ahead and pop this thing back together and see how she goes. I mean, everything is so clean. There was no fuel in it, which meant there was no fuel to go bad. And I have a feeling that we'll probably go ahead and get this thing put together. I'll let the I'll give it a few minutes for the fuel tank to settle once I put that back on. And yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead. My battery's actually rather low, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this back together, and then I'll come back to you guys in a few minutes. Talk to you in a minute. So I have to be honest, I made a little bit of a mistake, and it's something that won't prevent me from firing it up, but I still have to take it back apart because I forgot to hook up one little piece of linkage. I can fire it up, but I wouldn't want to run it long term like that. I already put gas in the tank. Here's the gas cap. I got it in choke. I've been letting the carburetor fill up with fuel. Oh wait, hold on. No, I haven't. Let me try to get this fuel thing open. I hope that works. Yeah, it's definitely not full of fuel yet, so we'll give it a few more minutes. Looks like a little bit coming in here. Almost feels like it's got a timing issue. Let me try a little something here. I think we can, sure enough, say we have a running machine. It's not supposed to be running the, not supposed to be running that full time though. It's got a governor on it. I think this spark plug might also be bad too, because it's not the, I mean, it's actually the right one, but the spark plug wire's messed up is what I was trying to say. Let me pull this plug out. Actually not terrible, it's definitely oil fouled. Well, not oil fouled, but gas fouled. I'm going to spray it with some carb cleaner. Not terrible. And then we'll make sure that we have a good connection on this spark plug. the spark plug wire is a bit wonky. Make sure it's nice and tight on there, because it's not. And now it is. Well, so that's the plug itself. The tip is loose. So we'll tighten that down. I really like these Tekton tools 90 degree needle nose. They make doing this stuff cake work, kinda. Let's put it back in the choke. I just got fried there. But yeah, so she runs. I gotta try to find the proper air filter for this thing. And so I'm gonna go ahead and work on the next thing. But I would say we have a nice running machine here. It actually sounds really good. But I have to figure out the air filter, and then I have to take it back apart and put the linkage on. But that'll all be just fine. So I'll see you guys in the next video.